In this video, we will talk about the importance of fertilizers in agriculture and the production, advantages, disadvantages, and use of organic fertilizers, which are considered a sustainable alternative in farming. The quality of the soil is of great importance for greater agricultural productivity. In agricultural cultivation, it is necessary to provide nutrients for plants. Fertilizers are all substances that provide one or more nutrients to them. These substances can be natural or synthetic, mineral or organic. For plant development, macronutrients and micronutrients are needed. As macronutrients, we can mention carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and sulfur. As micronutrients, we can mention sodium, iron, manganese, copper, and zinc, among others. The main nutrients needed by plants are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, NPK set, and they are called elemental macronutrients. As these nutrients are the most important for plants, fertilizers are defined from the proportion of these nutrients. Thus, a 3:15:9 fertilizer has in its composition the elements nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, in the proportion of 3 parts of nitrogen, 15 of phosphorus, and 9 of potassium. The production of fertilizers takes place from the extraction of minerals, phosphate and potassium rocks, and natural gas. The existence of natural reserves is necessary for the production of fertilizers. The world's largest fertilizer producers are Russia, with 23% of world production, China, with 14%, Morocco, with 11%, Canada, with 9.8%, and the USA, with 5.6%. Other important countries are Qatar, Belarus, Oman, Saudi Arabia, and Algeria. Natural reserves must be used carefully to ensure the existence of raw materials for future generations. The use of organic fertilizers is a sustainable alternative to increase agricultural productivity. Organic fertilizers can be obtained from raw materials of different origins, plant or animal, industrial, rural or urban. The raw materials for the production of organic fertilizers are leftover leaves, manure, sewage sludge, the use of earthworms to digest plant remains, manure, and other organic waste, or composting the organic material present in the waste. These fertilizers can be mineral-enriched. Organic fertilizer has many advantages such as favoring a greater enrichment of the soil, increasing the resistance of plants to pests, diseases, and adverse factors, increasing the soil's ability to store water, and promoting the recycling of organic matter from waste. It also favors the balance and ecological health of the soil with the growth of the population of living organisms favorable to the ecosystem, such as bacteria, fungi, and earthworms. The disadvantages of using organic fertilizers are the fact that the process takes longer, since the fertilizer releases nutrients slowly in its decomposition. It is difficult to define the quantity of fertilizer needed for specific types of plants. And also, if the residues used for the production of organic fertilizer contain infectious agents, there will be a risk of soil contamination. Composting is an alternative to obtaining organic fertilizer. It is a biological oxidation process. In composting, there will be the action of microorganisms in a decomposition activity, releasing carbon dioxide and water vapor, with the formation of organic fertilizer. Obtaining organic fertilizer can be carried out on a larger or smaller scale. The main steps for the manufacture of this type of fertilizer on a small scale are: choose a container, a plastic bucket, for example, to use as a composter. Make holes in the bottom of the bucket for slurry output, which is formed in the decomposition of organic material. Another container must be placed below the first bucket for slurry disposal and storage. Separate waste obtained from the kitchen and garden of your home. The proportion of brown-colored waste, such as dry leaves, sawdust, newspaper sheets, must be twice the green waste, such as grass, fruits, vegetables. Green waste is rich in nitrogen while brown waste contributes to the carbon ratio in the mix. Distribute the waste in layers. 1 layer of wet material are nitrogen sources and 3 layers of dry material are carbon sources. It is important to maintain the aeration and humidity of the medium, so you should mix the materials periodically and add water if they are too dry. The microorganisms will act and transform the leftover food, causing the formation of fertilizer. The natural or organic fertilizer will be ready when the compost has an earthy smell and appearance. Are you ready to get your fertilizer? It will be an economical and beneficial process for the environment. Would you like to see more videos about sustainable agriculture? Leave your comment and tell us what you would like to know more about. If you liked the video, leave your like, and don't forget to subscribe.